Good morning, students. So let us see lecture 5 from chapter 1, water use. So let us know why we have to concentrate on water use, or why do we need to efficiently use water. So first of all, there is increased demand of water, whereas the source is limited. So limited resource availability. So this is resulting in the need for efficient water use. And again, we have to devise strategies for efficient water reuse also. Though we have several sources of water such as rivers, lakes, ponds, etc., the increased consumption by agricultural and industrial sectors has resulted in need for efficient water use. Again, there is increased exploitation of groundwater to meet the growing demands of water consumption. So it is essential to decrease the demand by increasing the user efficiency. So we need to plan for water management, because there is increased demand whereas there is limited resource, and though several sources of water are available, there is increased consumption due to agriculture and industrial sectors, and again there is increased exploitation of groundwater. So these are all the problems which have resulted in need for efficient water use. So coming to the main point, water efficiency. So water efficiency includes 3 R's. The first R is reduction in losses, second R reduction in overall water use, and third one reuse and conservation measures. So reduction in losses. How can we reduce loss in a building? By conducting water audit. What is the meaning of water audit? Conducting how water is being used and monitoring water use. Second one, identifying and checking leakages in distribution lines, and then installing a water meter to estimate the water consumption and check leakages, and avoid over watering of landscapes. What is landscape? So the gardening we do in the front of buildings. And again, if you follow better landscaping practices and watering schedules, we can reduce the overuse of water. Again, we have to practice watering in the evening when evaporation losses are minimum. So this was the first reduction in losses. Second one, reduction in overall water use or water consumption. So again, we have to, first point is to avoid water intensive appliances. So domestic use, we use washing machines and dishwashers. So these appliances have to use water efficiently. You check for the water efficiency. So new washing machines and dishwashers are designed to consume less water than the old ones. The second point, use water efficient faucets and toilets. So what is a faucet? It is any fixture for controlling the flow of water. So you have to, so all the pipes are faucets. So first you have to install low flow flush toilets, then waterless urinals, EFS, electronic flush systems, coupled urinals, faucet aerators, and low flow shower heads. So first one, low flow flush toilets or water efficient toilets. So the conventional toilets, Western toilets, use 13.5 liters of water per flush. If you could adapt a low flush toilet, it uses only 6 liters of water per flush. And if it is ultra low flush toilet, it uses 3 liters of water per flush. Again, the design of ball plays an important factor. The design of ball has been modified to facilitate the cleansing at a low flow rate. The second one, waterless urinals or waterless toilets. So when there is no water is used, you can use composting system or incinerating system. The compost system takes use of the biological treatment of the human waste, and the product which is produced can be used as a soil conditioner. An incinerating mechanism, you could connect it to a gas-fired or electric heating system to incinerate waste products deposited in the holding tank. So this produces fine ash which can be easily disposed of. Electronic flush system coupled urinals. That is the third one. So this system is hygienic, and as it indicates, it is electronically operated, so hand-free. So it has sensors which senses when the user goes away. So it automatically activates the flush for 10 seconds. So this is ideal for hotels, restaurants, and offices. And faucet aerators for pressure reducing device. So you have to always remember, aerator is mixing air in water and it assists in maintaining a constant flow. Faucet aerator. And if you use aerators, flow rates can be as low as 2 liters per minute and is adequate for wetting hands. So installation of flow regulators is done when the aerators cannot be installed. So flow regulates the flow of water. And the last point, low flow shower heads. So power showers can use more water than which is used for a bath less than 5 minutes. So a typical shower head provides about 20 lpm of water. So there are alternate shower heads that can reduce this number. So the substitutes are flow restrictors and aerators. So shower accounts for 20% of indoor residential water use. So the use of fixtures, flow rates of 9.4 lpm can result in a reduction of per capita water consumption. So water consumption by a person is per capita. A flow restrictor just restricts the flow that goes through the shower head, whereas an aerator mixes air into the water stream in a shower head, which provides a steady and even flow. So this we already know in the role of an aerator. Now the last are reuse and conservation methods. So conservation methods, we can use the natural infiltration purification techniques. So when water runs off from the site, from the roof and the drainage systems, before recharging to the ground, there is a natural infiltration technique and purification technique by which the impurities in water are removed. So that can be used, and this can be integrated with wastewater treatment and rainwater harvesting system at the stage of site planning itself, making it more economical as well as maximum conservation recovery of water. So two types of natural purification systems are available, wetlands and purification ponds, that we'll see now. So before that, what are the recommended measures for water reuse and water conservation? So you can reduce the potable water use for non-potable applications. So wherever non-potable water can be used, you can use it. And you can install double plumbing lines for the use of treated wastewater for flushing applications. So one plumbing line for treated wastewater, the other plumbing line for potable water could be used. And the treated water, if it meets the local pollution control board standard, can also be used for lawn watering. Lawn is again garden. Again, we can harvest rainwater. We can use rainwater harvested from the rooftop or from the site for irrigation to whatever extent possible. So this was about the measures for water reuse and water conservation. Now coming to wetlands. Wetland is nothing but an area which is filled with water, rainwater, and is surrounded by numerous plants, animals and microorganisms. I'll show you a picture of a wetland. So what is the advantage of a wetland? By allowing the runoff water to feed into the wetland, the ecology, that is plants, animals and microorganisms, they consume the contaminants, thus they remove the contaminants, and then after purification it is released slowly back into the ground, and sometimes it is also led into a nearby water course. So when the impurities are removed, and it is either getting infiltrated into the ground as groundwater, or it is moving to the nearby course. So wetland is an important thing. I have a photo of wetland, so you could use imagination and draw a wetland. Now for purification infiltration ponds also I have a diagram. So how the storm water is used, I'll show you there. So for purification infiltration ponds, you can use the diagram. So diagrams are very important for the presentation. So apart from writing the headings in capitals, using a different color pen like black for headings and blue for the others, you can improve your presentation. And if you draw a picture, a figure in the middle of the page, it will be more appealing to get more marks. Okay. So now purification infiltrating ponds. So it is a it enters into the ground. Okay, thank you. Hope you understood. And one second, I would also like to show you the pictures of wetland and infiltration. So this is a wetland. You can see in the picture The water land is surrounded by lots of plants and grasses. So you can draw this for a wetland. And this is for the purification infiltration ponds. So how the rainwater gets infiltrated, then there is a permeable surface, again it overland flows, enters into a detention basin, then the water goes again, there's infiltration. This is for purification infiltration ponds. And this is for rainwater harvesting. So wherever we have rainwater harvesting, this simple diagram, I hope it is simple, you can draw this diagram. There's an overhead tank, and again it goes down, again it gets recharged into the ground. It's quite a simple diagram. You can draw this also. Thank you.